Uh, I bet you guys didn't see this happening, did you? Uh, Alright, so I'm back. Kind of back. Kind of slowly getting back into this crap. But a lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of changes here. And it's going to be members only. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about the people who really care about what I do, and also I was thinking about those others don't deserve me. The ones who are just coming in to see who I'm all about. Listen, this is what I thought about. If you like what I do, if you want to talk to me, if you want to interact with me, if you like what I do, become a member. It's only $2. It's only $2. Become a member, and then you can talk to me. But I'm really not gonna go back to that public dump, trash dump. That's called the internet. All right, I can't control that. I can't control that dump because any vomit, any yayo, any twat can go in anonymously and say some shit. Of course, they're not going to say it in person. They're not going to say it to you in the real life because they don't want to lose their life. They only got one life. They're afraid to say something to you in person because nobody wants to fucking die. But they do it here because they know they can fucking do it. They know they can do it. It's a safe haven for these assholes. So, here's what I thought about. I was talking to somebody about this. I had a really long talk. I deleted some videos just because I want to prove the point that I don't give a shit about the views and the money and all that crap. And what I thought about was this. Keeping it only as a member. I went to Twitch. I was looking at Twitch and I was looking at other people, and just to say hello, you have to become a member. You have to donate $5 and you have to become a member. And if you don't want to be put in a 120 seconds timeout, you have to become a long-time member for $10 a month. And I'm like, hey, I don't have to go to that extreme. I don't have to go to that bullshit extreme. But I can do the same thing they're doing. People who like what I do, they'll become a member. Those who don't, they will never become a member. And that should show me who's fake and who's real and who's two-faced. Now, it is disappointing that I had moderators, and I'm going to mention names here, all of the above moderators. No one's going to have a wrench. I'm going to take wrench from everybody. You'll have to become a member. Derek's already a member, so I'm not worried about that. Because I won't need the moderators when I'm in a member chat, and that's the way I'm going to do it. I don't need somebody coming into my chat room making some vile, harsh, low-life, pathetic remarks about me or about another race. I don't need to see that shit. I don't need to read that fucking crap. I have a choice not to read that crap. And the way I'm going to do it is member chat. So it's all going to be in a member. Okay? Now, let's take off. As you can see, I was really pissed today, man. I was pissed not because of the trolls. I was pissed because of somebody whom I know let me down. I couldn't fucking believe it. I mean, you can watch that live stream. You can scroll all the way to the 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Obviously, I deleted what the guy says because I don't want that shit to be there. Because what he says, you can get killed for that shit. If he said it like in middle of Harlem, or middle of Bronx, or middle of Queens, or middle of South Central, if that person said that, he would be dead. Not even Samuel Jackson would be able to save his ass. And I don't want that shit to be there, to what this person said. I don't even want to mention who this person is, for his safety. So what I'm trying to do here, I want to keep this clean. I want to keep this good. I want to keep this adult. Okay, I'm a 41 fucking years old. All right, I want to keep it mature. But the only way I'm going to be able to do that is by keeping it member only private. That's it. That's the only way. This is the only way. It is sad that this is where we at, that this is what's going on, but hey, you got people marching in Capitol Hill, okay? Shit's fucking batshit fucking crazy. Alright? It's batshit crazy. People are batshit fucking crazy. A lot of crazy shit out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate myself from all the crazies. And I'm going to make sure that everything's in the member chat. That's it. And that's how I'm going to do it. That's it. And if you like what I do, well, you're going to whip out that credit card and you're going to become a member. That's it. All right, so without any further ado, let's go and do this. People ask me, how do I set up this camera? You know, a lot of people say, how do you do this? Well, it's very simple. How do I do this? You use the directional buttons and you use the mouse and you kind of measure how much of a distance do you need to set up the, let's say this is a GoPro camera and I need to put GoPro camera on top of this right wing, right? So it's kind of like that. And that's how I do it. That's pretty much, that's all there is to it. So without any further ado, let's fly. We're in Newcastle, United Kingdom, and let's go. I might do some F-16 today from DCS. Sorry that I'm starting so late, but I really thought about this, man. And this is the only way. It's like a Mandalorian. This is the way. It is pretty pathetic. This is where we at. That it has to be like this. But I want people to understand that I'm not happy that I have to force you to pay $2 to become a member. But you have to understand, I can't come in. I can't let people come in from anywhere on this planet and start saying some crazy shit. I can't have that. And on top of that, I can't rely on the moderators because they don't do their job. They don't show up when I tell them I'll be back here at 8 o'clock and they don't come back. And when they do come back, the person sitting there listening to what this piece of shit person is saying, and it's not doing anything about it. And then he admits to me and he says to me, you know what, I knew there was something fishy about these two individuals, especially about this individual, what he was saying. You knew something was fishy. You were there. You had a wrench. You didn't even give the warning. I hate to use your name, Mamba, but you didn't even give the fucking warning, dude. I know you're watching this. You didn't even give the fucking warning. A warning. And you sitting there, man. You fucking sitting there. In a chat room. Sitting there. And you know exactly what he's saying. And you know that's unacceptable. And what do? Nothing. And you got that wrench. And then you wait for me. You don't want me to do it, because once I do it, you go too. You get fired. Unbelievable. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's get back to the game. It's the bridge under the water. I'm moving on. New chapter. That's it. I'm not going to repeat myself millions of times. You know, I'm not going to make a universal fool out of me like I did yesterday. That's why it's going to be members only. You're going to have to be a member. And all the comments will be held for review. So all you trolling twats, good luck. If you want to waste your time, type on the keyboards. I mean, please do so. But that's all you're doing. And I should have done this long time ago. You know, I should have done this fucking shit long fucking time ago. Instead of waiting for this fuck up. I knew the Titanic ship. I knew I was on a fucking Titanic ship. I knew that I was on a Titanic ship. The SOS warning was coming all the time. Watch out for the iceberg, the trolls, the iceberg. They're coming. Go around. And I didn't. Maybe I shouldn't use the Titanic as an example, but I don't know how else to analyze it. Yeah. Listen, man, Flight Simulator 2020 truly is one of the crown jewels for Xbox and PC, especially for Microsoft. This is their crown jewel. Let me tell you something. People will buy that Xbox Series X just for this game. I think even Phil Spencer knows once this game becomes available for Xbox Series X, I know it's already hard to find the console, but it's going to be even harder to find the console once this thing comes out. Because people want to enjoy this. They want to fly and check any place on the planet in real time, like I am right now in Newcastle. They want to do that. And the only way they can do that is through a $500 console, which is pretty good, man. Building a PC, it's expensive. I just finished paying off my PC, one of my PCs. Building a PC, it's expensive. What I'm trying to do here, it's $1,500 to $1,800, maybe more. Let's just circle $2,000, and they'll be able to do something like this for $500. So there you go, Xbox Series X. You know, there. I'm giving credit to Microsoft now. See, I can give a credit to a console when the credit is due. And there you have it. One of the biggest improvement was the textures. I've noticed the textures are really good. I don't know what they did, but they really bump up the textures. You guys have no idea how detailed this is. Like insanely detailed. And wait till I show you the water. Oh, good Lord. Till I show you the water and how detailed that looks. By the way, this is in 4K. 4K 30. Let me just show it to you because I know people want to know. People think I'm BSing, you know. I'm not. 4K Ultra. 4K Ultra. 4K Ultra. 60 FPS. And look how the airplane is shaking. That's realistic too, due to the turbulence. I like that they did that. That's realism. Look, man, DCS is good. I like DCS as far as the realistic jet fighters. But let's be honest, the scenery on the DCS, it's can't even hold a glass of water in comparison to this. Graphically, what I'm trying to say. Um, and I love DCS. There's absolutely nothing wrong with DCS. But let's be honest. Let me show you the water. DCS has the most realistic design of the jet fighters, but the scenery is just, they need to upgrade the graphics on scenery, in my opinion. This is Newcastle. Northern United Kingdom. And it just looks beautiful. This reminds me of Top Gun, because Top Gun did the same thing. They put the IMAX portable. I don't know. They designed a. When I say portable, I mean 24-inch portable. That's a portable IMAX camera. Okay. They put it on the wing on the F-18, so you kind of see the same thing like this. I can't wait to see that movie. Honestly, I can't wait to. Yes, I'm excited about King Kong versus Godzilla, but my second, my highest, most anticipating movie, it's Top Gun. Top Gun was supposed to be released last summer, but it's this summer, 2021. Hopefully, if Tom Cruise doesn't lose his mind, that is. Hey, look, there's somebody. Obi-Wan Kenobi multiplayer. Look, he was looking at him. That's funny. He was looking at the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now here, I want to show you something. We're going to pause. And I want you to see. I'm going to add some wind. Not too much, but just enough of wind I'm going to add here. Okay, let's get some more wind. Let's put it down to the ground. Move it up a little bit. Let's add some more wind layers. Let's get the speed. Let's get the frequency a little bit. Oh, this should be really good. Hold on. Oh, this is gonna be insane. Okay, so without any further ado, let's go. Look at that wind, man. I can barely fly this thing. Look at that. I want you to see how realistic the water is, and just how realistically they made it. It's truly remarkable. Truly is. They really went all the way on this one. You know, I've seen some other people play, but I always felt that they never give you a good viewing angle. When I'm streaming something, I know that people are watching. I'm aware that people are watching. So I feel like, hey, I need to put on a show. People need to see. They need to have a really good viewing angle. That's the way I look at things. And we're gonna get this water to look even more realistic. Don't worry. I'm gonna make this I'm gonna make this look so good. And I'm also gonna work on the clouds. I want the clouds to have a little bit of lightning, and I want the altitude to be a little bit higher, like this. Not too much scattered, just so slightly scattered. Hold on. Like that. And then I'm going to move the pressure there we go. So now this is going to be insane. I don't even know if I'll be able to fly with what I've just done here, but here we go. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? We're gonna make another turn so you can see just the rain. See, we're gonna go right here where it's raining. You see, you can see the rain. The rain's dropping right there, right over here on this area. So we're gonna go right there right now. And you'll see even more waves as we go down there. I'm trying to focus as I'm doing this. Let's go over here, this side. Now we got more rain. See, turbulence, even more turbulence now, lightning. The water is just batshit realistic, crazy. I don't know how much more realistic can it get for a flight simulator. Jesus, it's not even a sailing game. If this was like a ship sailing game, okay, fine. But dude, it's a flying game, and the water looks like super realistic. It's just insane. Look at that. You can almost smell the salt water. You can smell the salt water, man. It's that good. Whoa. That was some insane tricks right there. So we're gonna go back to inland. We're gonna go back to the land. We're gonna make another turn, and we're gonna move forward to the north, past the Newcastle. I heard they might do something like this with Forza Horizon 5, where you're going to be able to drive anywhere in America and UK and other continents, and it's going to be crazy. But it's going to be multiplayer only. You're going to have to be connected to Azure server. It's all going to be online, and that should be interesting. Now we're going to go back to the inland here. So we can check out the scenery. We're going to slow down a little bit. We're going too fast. Even though I know it's hard with this airplane to do that. I've been getting better and better with landing. I don't know if you guys have seen my previous videos that I did. I know I deleted them, but I'm getting better and better with landing. People ask me, why did I delete those videos? I didn't like them, you know. I didn't like them, so I mean, I know you guys liked them, but I didn't. You know, I just felt they could have been better. There's some more turbines, electricity. Not sure if it's a good idea, looking at what happened to Texas. Now I have slowed down really good. We're cruising smoothly. Let's go through the clouds. People ask me, hey man, can you go through the clouds and just show us how awesome that is? Yeah, sure. My pleasure. I'm gonna go up there right now. By the way, my computer, it's F22 Lightning 2. It is just, you can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. It's like, whoo, as you can imagine. As you can imagine. Hold on. Let me do it like this. I want to make sure we have a good angle here. Okay, I want to make sure this is done well. If we're gonna do this, let's do it like this. Okay. Because I want you to see the reflection of the lighting as I'm going through the clouds. You know, I want this to look legit. You know what I mean? We'll go through this crack, through all these cracks of clouds. Just have to be careful. Oh, I just got hit by lightning. Oh, don't worry, this airplane can handle it. Dude, I just got hit by lightning. Holy crap. No wonder I'm gonna get hit by lightning. Because you're going through the freaking thick clouds of thunder. Come on, come on, come on. Get up there, get up there, get up, get up. Go through these clouds. Let's go, man. Come on, bro. There you go. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. You got this. You got it. Woo. Now we're going really fast, believe me. Okay, I'm gonna move back up here a little bit. I'm gonna move back up here like this. And I'm gonna do this just a little bit. I'm gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. Believe me, this is gonna be good. Right here. This is what you guys want. Oh, that was a close one. That was close. Look at the turbulence. Oh, to me, I feel it. I feel the turbulence. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. See it. Oh, wow. Well, there you have it. See? Pretty crazy, huh? So I'm gonna go and adjust this a little bit more. Go out like that. Pretty good detail on the plane, honestly. Can't complain, for real. Look at all that wind and turbulence. Whoa. It's shaking. We need to adjust this, the wind layers we're gonna delete. We're gonna delete these wind layers because it's too much turbulence, man. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Delete that layer as well. There we go. That's better. Because the turbulence, I mean, there's still turbulence, but my God, that wind was just like brutal. All right, there's an airport over here. Should we land here? We got some friends. We got some friends over here. Got an airport. But I'll have to do it this way first. I'll have to make a turn. Go up this way. And then turn around. Slow down. Can I make it? Can I? No. No, no, no. It's too fast. We're going too fast. And it's too windy. But don't worry. There's always a second chance. Oh my God! There's another airplane over here. Good. Oh. We'll just land on the grass. That's fine. I know. It's better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. All right, let's go ahead and let's do this again. Let's just see where we at. All right. We might have to slowly make our way from there to here before we take off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna turn around like this. It's a good thing nobody's on the runway. Nobody's on the runway. I think we can do it now. I think we can do it from here. We can take off from here. That's fine. Hold on. Hold up. Oh wait, my flaps were on. Oh my God. I had my flaps on. That's what happened. Jesus, I just realized. That was sloppy. I had my flaps. I forgot to turn off my flaps. Put them up in the even position. All right, let's continue. Hold on. See my flaps? Oh my God. Dude, my flaps were still not adjusted properly. I just realized that. I knew something was wrong. I knew it. Did we turn the lights on? Yeah, we did. Now we're gonna do some smooth riding. We're gonna go move north. We're gonna go north. Now this airplane, obviously, it's not the best for sightseeing. You want to go with something like Cessna or YMF-5. You want to go with something that it's not that powerful. so you can check out the scenery. This airplane, it's really for to get you somewhere fast. If you want to go somewhere fast, but I wouldn't say it's like great for scenery. I mean, you can always, lower the speed. You can go to like 120 knots, but you gotta remember these airplanes are not made for sightseeing. That's why we have Cessnas and others, single prop engine propellers, like TBM 930. It's good, but Cessna is your best bet. And I like how there's a turbulence, so it feels like the GoPro camera. It's shaking. Like it feels like it's shaking. Like. Let's get a little bit closer to the cockpit. People say, "Why can you get him closer to the cockpit? We want to see the cockpit." So, all right, dude. The cockpit it is, I guess. It's even the pilot's very highly detailed. They really did a good job on these two jet fighters. Don't spend money on those, third party, not certified by Asobo and Microsoft. Don't buy those third party airplanes like $40. Don't go for that, man. Wait for Microsoft to certify and then buy it from Microsoft Store. If you really want the F-15, go to DCS and spend $50. But when you spend $50 or $70 with DCS, which is Digital Combat Simulator World, you're getting the best of the best, because Eagle Dynamics has to pay a license, and these airplanes are licensed from Lockheed Martin, Air Force, U.S. Navy, and everything is legit. Everything is accurate. Even to cold start an airplane like with jet fighter, like F-16 or F-15, everything is accurate. Otherwise, the DCS would be shut down. There would be a huge lawsuit from Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, all of those, contractors who are making these jet fighters for the U.S. military. So they have to pay a license, and it has to be authorized by, the contractor and, the Air Force, U.S. Navy, etc. So with the Digital Combat Simulator, that you're getting the real deal. So when you go into multiplayer, you're gonna meet some pilots, some real ex-Air Force pilots, and there's so many of them right now on YouTube. A lot of these ex-Air Force pilots, and some of them are U.S. Navy, some of them are Air Force, and they have proof that they were, pilots, fighter pilots, jet fighter pilots, and they'll tell you they said they wish that they had DCS back in the days, like in the 80s and 90s, when they were going to the academy, when they were cadets. They wish that they had a simulator like that at home or on the base or whatever. That's how sophisticated these simulators have become, especially from Digital Combat Simulator. So So when people start complaining about, oh, why am I paying $70 for F-16? Because you're paying pretty much for a real deal license. It's like as accurate as you're gonna get. Any of those planes, F-14 Tomcat, all of them. What they got? F-18 Sea Hornet, F-15, F-16, Viper, not Falcon. Falcon, there's the updated version of Falcon. That's also Lockheed Martin. So these airplanes, you're paying for the accuracy detail license. You're paying for license, basically. That's as real as you're going to get on a digital simulator. Obviously, nothing can change you being inside this jet fighter to feel the G's, to feel the pressure in your ears, the pressure in your chest, where you have shortness of breath because you're going at such speed, 150, 200, 400, 500 knots, And not everyone can do it. If you have trouble breathing, or if you got asthma or panic attacks, that you're never going to be a pilot, dude. You just can't. Physically, you have to be able, mentally as well, because pilots have told me that that's, you can't pass. You can try again and again and again until your health gets better. You pass the physical and all that, but the health is the most important thing, So what I'm trying to say, nothing can change the real thing. We all can agree on that. The real thing is the real thing. Okay? But what I have heard from pilots, from ex-Air Force pilots, what they've told me is that they wish that they had something like DCS back in the days, because it would really help them memorize. It would be great for muscle memory, so they can memorize when they go to finally fly the real thing. They would memorize it much quicker, much faster, how to do the checklist, how to cold start. Cold start means checklist, turn the battery on, close the canopy, all of that stuff, right? Listen to all the messages, check the fuel, check the weapon system if you're carrying weapons, etc., etc. And you got to go through all that process. So they told me they wished that they had Digital Combat Simulator World back in the days. So for those of you who are younger and you want to be a pilot, or you want to join the Air Force, DCS is perfect. Like, that's good money invested. Same thing with the iRacing. Internet racing, iRacing. People say, why it's so expensive? Because it's really not a video game. You are mimicking, you're simulating on a digital platform, on a computer. You're simulating what it feels like to drive these stock cars, or GT cars. Let's just say stock cars, NASCARs, and it gives you a sense of like what you can expect when you go on that Daytona 500 or that Talladega, what you can expect when you are doing that race, when you're driving that car, that stock car. That's why Dale Jr. Earnhardt, that's why he's the executive CEO of the internet racing. They scan the track, laser scan the track, the pressure on the tires, the alignments, everything. Even slight low bumps on that track, they scan it. They try to analyze everything. The engine, the pistons, the way it behaves, the way all of these different cars, stock cars, behaves on these certain tracks. So they're trying to mimic what's really out there on the racetrack, and they're trying to bring it to a digital simulator. Now, again, even Dale will tell you, nothing can replace you being inside a stock car going 200 plus miles an hour. It's chaotic, everything's noisy, you're trying to listen to your crew. It's very loud. And it's intense. Nothing can change that, the real thing. But I think what the iRacing does, it prepares you, it gives you a certain sense of what you can expect once you get there, you know. So, and I don't think people should confuse, you know, the simulator from your home versus you being out there on the track, or you flying here on your nice little comfortable office versus you flying the real F-16 or real F-18. Those are two different things, you know. But I think these simulators have really come a long way. They really have come a long way to prepare you, especially for the young people, to prepare you, to give you some idea. Oh, we understand. This looks familiar. It's going to look familiar, but it's going to feel different. And that's the whole idea. It's about preparing you. Oh, this looks familiar, but the experience is going to be different. So that's the whole point, you know. Anyway, let's get back to the scenery of United Kingdom. It's truly breathtaking. I think this is their best update, honestly. United Kingdom, it's probably their best update that they have so far. Truly is remarkable. Graphically, it's remarkable, especially in 4K. I know you guys can see what I'm seeing. I mean, I understand that. You're never going to be able to see what I'm seeing directly in front of my direct feed DisplayPort 4K monitor, but maybe you can get some sense of an idea how much of a great job they have done with this update. I think this is their best update so far. And we're talking United Kingdom and Ireland. I'm going to try to go a little bit lower so we can have a little bit of better view. There we go. You know, people ask me, why don't I play this in VR? I do from time to time, but man, the frame rate is just not where it needs to be with VR. You know, as much as I love VR, the biggest problem with this game, it's the frame rate, and it's really such a demanding. This is a demanding game as it is graphically for both GPU and CPU. But talk about VR, and I'm talking about a lousy, Samsung Odyssey and Oculus Rift, right? I'm not even talking about Pimax and HP Reverb. Even on the Samsung Odyssey, I'm having terrible frame rates. Even with the Oculus Rift, I'm having terrible frame rates, and it just kills the experience. You know what I mean? The idea is to have that illusion that you are really there, and if the frame rates are skipping, then you know that you're not there. You know it's some kind of a glitch, and it's fake, and it just kills the whole illusion of VR that you're really there. So that's why I don't play on VR. I play on my ultra wide monitor, guys. When you play this on the ultra wide monitor, it's just it's hard to explain. It's something you have to see. It's truly remarkable. Like, you'll never go back to the 16 by 9. I mean, I can play on a 16 by 9 4K OLED, fine, but the sense of how much you see on 32 by 9 versus 16 by 9, it's groundbreaking. Okay, and the amount that you see on 32 by 9, it's remarkable. So I would recommend, if you can get that CH90 Samsung ultra wide monitor for like $700, go for it. It has pretty cool technology built inside. It has 144 hertz refresh rate. It's a vertical alignment, meaning you're gonna have a really nice viewing angles because it has that nice little curvature. It's also full array of local dimming that's going to give you a nice contrast ratio. And on top of that, you have pretty good DCI-P3 color measurement because it is quantum dot monitor. That's a QLED monitor. The only thing that sucks about that monitor is the HDR. It's only 600 nits. But they do have another version that's 1000 nits. But honestly, I don't care about HDR on that monitor because that monitor looks perfect with QLED and full array local dimming and a VA panel, which is vertical alignment, not IPS, which is in-plane switching. Not that I have anything against in-plane switching IPS. IPS is good too, but vertical alignment, it's somewhere between twisted pneumatic and in-plane switching. It's like in the middle. So it's a pretty good monitor. And also has a FreeSync 2. And it's a 5 millisecond response time, which is pretty good. Meaning low latency. And resolution is 3840 by 1080. And I'm very satisfied with that monitor. I play everything, mainly simulators like American Truck, iRacing, Assetto Corsa, Flight Simulator. But you can play Call of Duty, you can play Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, especially Red Dead Redemption, because it gives you a really nice field of view. It's something you have to see. And you're going to be shocked when you see that 50-inch from one side to the other and just how big it is. Now, I know that you can get triple screen monitors, but there's a difference. Triple screen monitors, the cables all have to be the same, has to be properly secured, and then everything has to be equally calibrated. There's so many things you have to go through to get it to work right. And then you have these bezels, and these bezels can be annoying. I personally think that the ultra wide screen monitor, it's worth it. If you're a simulator person, if you love simulators, I think it's definitely worth it, in my opinion. But that's just me. You know, when you see it in person, when you get a chance to see it, maybe your friend will buy one. You go see him, and I think you're gonna be surprised just how awesome that thing is, man. And you're really gonna have a difficult time going back to something like this, 16 by 9. You know, this is what you're seeing now. And with a 32 by 9, you would see everything up to here. You would see these clouds and everything and the terrain, but you know, the ratio doesn't allow you to see that much of field of view. Let's go through these clouds. Wow, look at that detail. Look at that golf course in Newcastle. I think you guys should listen. I don't want to pressure anybody. I have no problem talking like this. I'm used to it. I don't need someone to reply to me in order for me to get the conversation going. I can do a podcast for 6 hours without anybody saying anything. But I'm simply saying, I think that $2, it's definitely worth it. I think you can have a much better time when you become a member. You can engage with me. I can read your comments much better. I can talk to you much better. And it's better than that public crap where you got people spamming, coming in, and, you know. I just think that, I mean, it's only $2, you know, it's not the end of the world. Even if I put it 25 cents, but I can't put 25 cents. Even if I put 25 cents, people still would be like, you know. But that's okay. I mean, you know, I understand. I don't want to, it's a free will, but I'm simply saying I cannot go back to the public, guys, chat. I can't do that. Can do that. And like I said, if you really like what I do here, well, you can hit a like. That can help. But the best way for you to show to me that you truly care is by becoming a member. And believe me, you can have a much better experience by joining in with other members, chilling out with other members, because you're gonna surround yourself by cool people, really cool people. It's like a club. It's like a really cool club, like amateur radio, like a club of amateur radio, if you will. And you know that you're talking to cool people. You're not talking to some, you know, teenager or some, you know, some loser, you know, whatever. I don't want to use foul language, but you know what I mean. You're going to be actually having a good time. And I'm all about having a good time, man. But at the same time, I cannot tolerate BS, you know. I mean, I'm even more impressed. The more and more I play this update, United Kingdom, the more and more I'm getting impressed. Um, By the way, I'm getting better at Train Simulator. I got used to it. But I'll admit, the Train Simulator still has bugs. They do have some bugs, man. I gotta admit. They need to work on some updates and fix those bugs. So anyway, I just want you guys to think about that, you know. That $2 you pay, it's the experience. And you know you're going to have a good time. You're not going to deal with some troll or some asshole that's going to screw up your experience being here. You know that you're going to have a good time, you know. And I'm all about people having good time. And the only way that happens is by going to the member, to the like almost like a VIP, like being part of a member, like member VIP. So you know you have why people go to VIP, because they don't want any kind of a bullshit from the outside, someone from the public coming in, some drunk guy or some asshole bothering them. That's why people go to VIP, because they don't want to deal with bullshit, and they know there's a lot of bullshit out there. So it's only $2, you know, $2. You should think about that. Because that's like the only way that you're going to be able to communicate with me. So I just want to make that clear. That's like the only way that I'm going to respond to you. Don't bother writing the comments, because the comments, they're held for review, and I'm not going to bother going through them unless you're a member. If you're not a member, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to read them. I don't know you. You need to prove to me that you really like what I'm doing. And how do you show that? You become a member, man. That's how you prove to me that you like what I'm doing. How do you show to me that you don't like what I'm doing? Well, if you don't join, then you are just, I don't know. You're just curious, I guess. People ask, what about my moderators? Well, I've done a lot of things for my moderators. I've done a lot of things for my members. I've done tons of stuff. I've done The Last of Us Part 2 for 12 days, 12 hours straight. I've done a bunch of requests when they asked me. Tons of stuff, man, I have done. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Uh-oh. The emergency car was already out. Now we cannot do it. We gotta make another gotta make another turn. I've done a lot of things. What I'm trying to say is I've done a lot of things for my members, and they know it. But when the shit like that happens, that happened yesterday, they leave me no choice. That person leaves me no choice. I gotta do what I gotta do. Most of you don't even know what that person said. And if you knew what that person said, I'm not going to say it on here. You guys, successful landing, you guys would feel the same way the way I feel. And I'm not going to mention any names here. I'm not going to do that. But I need you guys to put yourself in my position. If you are running a business, if you're running a channel, and you trust this person whom you know, okay? And he's sitting there looking at the chat room. I'm busy flying. I'm busy playing a video game, whatever it is that I'm doing. That's why I have moderator. That's why I have somebody holding a damn wrench. And if that person just sits there and lets this one individual say something so terrible and harsh about another race of people, and he's just sitting there and not doing anything about it, not even a warning. And keep in mind, this person was sitting there, my moderator was sitting there looking at the chat room. He didn't leave. He didn't go to like grab a drink or do something else. No, he was there. He was sitting there looking at what was being typed on the chat room. And there was another guy. There was like two of them. But this other guy, which I think he's from Serbia, because he said something on my language, and I know exactly what he said. But he said this on English. It was typed on English, what he said about black people. And obviously, I'm never going to repeat what he said for his sake. Okay? But what he said was just above and beyond super harsh. Like, beyond harsh. Like, I'm still kind of like trying to shake my head. What the hell did I just witness yesterday? Just trying to shake my head. Trying to forget, you know. And my moderator is sitting there. Sitting there. Nothing. You know what he said to me? I'm not going to say his name. But you know what he said to me, my moderator? I knew something was fishy. So he acknowledged to me, I knew something was fishy. So he knew. He was keeping an eye on the chat room. He knew what was going on. And he didn't do anything about it. Not even a warning. Hey, time out 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Nothing. No warning, no nothing. And I had to go ahead. And I had to do it. So you do understand that. What is the point of me giving a blue wrench to anybody? What is the point of me being in the public chat if I can't trust anyone? If I can't trust anyone, then I don't want anyone to be in a chat room. If I cannot trust you. So you ask yourself that question. What would you do in my shoes, in my case? What the hell would you do? It doesn't mean that I don't like, I'll say his name. Fine. That's not his real name, it's just a nickname. He might even change his name now. Mamba Man. I like him. I don't know how he looks like. I don't know him personally, but I like him. He's been a member. I promoted him to a moderator. I like him. And he made some mistakes here and there. I let it go. You know, it wasn't a big deal. But what he did yesterday, he acknowledged to me that he knew what was going on, and he didn't do nothing about it. And I had to do what I had to do. I had to block him. I had to do it. Now, the other guy, Mr. Urban, I have apologized to him. I told him, hey, I shouldn't tell you what to do. The only problem I had with Mr. Urban was the fact that he was bringing all this negative news while we were trying to have a good time during a live stream. He's bringing all this negative news about some negative graphic videos, and I don't want to see those graphic videos. I don't want to hear about these cases that are happening out there. I know it's a big bad world. I know there's a lot of crazy heinous shit happening out there, but I don't want to know about it. I want us to have a good time. And I told Mr. Urban this many times. I said, dude, no reason you're so depressed is because you're watching that crap. You're watching that crap, all that negative crap. And that negative crap, it's making you even worse. I was trying to help you. But he took it the wrong way. Again, I'm the bad guy. So, I just want you to understand that. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I want to have a good time, but it's a two-way street, guys. It's not a one-way street. Respect goes both ways. So, anyway, I know it's 2 hours? Well, 1 hour and a half, 1 hour 17 minutes. I know it's a short live stream, but I wasn't even planning on doing this, but I felt like I should. So, this is the only way that I'm going to be live streaming. It's a member chat. I know Desperado's a member. I know the Met You Fritz, he's a member. I know there's some other members as well. And I know that they're going to be approached by these trolls and these idiots. My message to you guys is, don't fall for that bullshit. These individuals, they have nothing. They haven't accomplished anything in their life. Okay? They haven't accomplished nothing. They hate themselves and they want to see everybody else fail. Okay? They're miserable people. Miserable individuals. That's why they have nothing on their YouTube channels. They have nothing but fake accounts because that's all they do. They hate their life so much so they can bring a little bit of that pain to somebody else. They have no love. All they have is negativity. So if you want to listen to those kind of individuals, to those kind of losers, be my guest and listen to them. But just remember, they're lying. They're lying. Because that's what they do. They lie. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys. And remember, member chat, this is how we're going to do it. If you want to become a member, I think you should. It's only $2. First of all, you helping me. And also, you'll be able to get in touch with me much better. I'll be able to, you will be able to get more attention from me. I'll be able to help you with some other things, television, whatever, etc., etc. I think it's going to be better experience, But then again, keep in mind, just because you're a member, just because you pay $2 a month, doesn't mean you can go around disrespecting, doesn't mean you can go around and say some, racist shit or talk down to people or discriminate another person. You can't do that here on my YouTube channel. I don't allow that. It doesn't matter if you pay $2. So it's common sense. It's a common sense. That's it. It shouldn't be that difficult. And that's all I'm going to say. All right. So there you have it. Think about it. And you don't have to, but I think you should, because that's the best way for you. And I think you'll have a great time. if you join the member chat. It's better, smaller community. It's more fun. It's more fun. Believe me, it's more fun. Okay? You all have a good one, though. Take care.